We have to fix INEC before we can fix Nigeria.
The question is it the achievement of hunger and poverty?
Davido, you've committed a crime.
When you see the way they throw celebrities, you'll be wondering, is it that this person has no aspiration?
Your Eminence, sir, there is problem.
You can't be the handler of such a body, and this is the response that you give to Nigerians.
Hey, yo, what up, guys? So on today's news, we're going to be talking about politics. We're going to be talking about entertainment, guys. So this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys. Do not forget to like and to subscribe, guys. So I'm going to be talking about Amaechi addressing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You all know Amaechi as the former governor of Rivers State and also the former minister for transportation, guys. So he came out and he was saying some things, and he said a lot of things that are happening now would not happen if they were still in power, guys. That was the big statement, but he actually came to say that, guys, and he said a lot of things in this particular video, guys, concerning Tinubu and his administration and everything that is happening currently in the country, Nigeria. He even cited some examples of his disagreement with Tinubu in the previous time and even now, guys. So I'm going to be showing you the entire video, so you tell me what you think about it in the comment section, guys.
Led by the Minister for Information, our dear excellencies, the former vice presidents, distinguished former Senate presidents that are here present, there are quite a number, former speakers that are here present, your excellencies, the former governors who are here present, our leaders who are here. The protocols are indeed too many that I will take your time. Indeed, because there is no time, what I wanted to say about him will be cut short. We were quite good friends when we were in government. We had our bad times that we disagreed. I made the mistake of assuming that he was as radical as I was. So he was one of the governors I clinged to when it came to radical decisions. And I will tell you one of the things. There were several things that happened in the course of our friendship. The last one, before we broke ranks, was that we agreed, all of us agreed to go against President Goodluck Jonathan. And we formed a committee, governors and all that. At the end of the day, he was to find a new party called SDP. We said if we go to the new party called SDP, we will lose the election. Let's hang on to this one called APC. He disagreed and he left us. That's the only place we disagreed. Now, I will tell you what happened again. One early morning I called him as a friend. I have been asked to be chairman of Governors Forum. He said, God forbid, you can never be chairman of Governors Forum. And I said, why? He said to me, you are too radical to be Governors Forum chairman. You can never be Governors Forum chairman. Again, I told him, I said, whether you like it or not, I will win. And I won. I became Governors Forum chairman. He indeed spoiled me a lot. He was one of the instruments that made me Governors Forum chairman a second term. And I will tell you, when there was huge disagreement about voting, he led us to go and vote. He didn't mind if that group walked away. If he didn't stand up to vote, maybe that day we would not have voted. Because he stood up to vote, the rest of us went ahead and voted. And the other people, led by Ababio, also joined to vote. At the end of the day, to their surprise, I won and became Governors Forum chairman a second time. The final one I will tell you, I visited him in his state. He asked me to come and commission projects, so I came. The School of Nursing you're talking about. And I repeat, I am here to see if any governor has surpassed your achievement in Jigawa. I've told you in private, and I have told my friends from Jigawa, maybe they will surpass you in future. For now, I doubt if any. So we went to commission projects. I was so scared of Boko Haram. And then I had a good security outfit in Rivers State. So I told them I'm going to Jigawa. They moved in an APC to Jigawa. They moved in 2 white men to Jigawa. They moved in some vehicles with security outfits, everything. He said, you're coming to Jigawa with this. Are you a president? I'm calling President Goodluck Jonathan to report you that you want to be president of Nigeria. I said, look, don't report me to the president. I'm just scared that they will finish us here. He said, nobody will finish. I said, I doubt you. This man took me in a crowd of over 1,000 persons, and we were walking. And I said to God, this man wants to kill me. Supposing there's a Boko Haram person here with a bomb that wants to kill all of us. He said, these are his people. At the end of the day, we commissioned the School of Nursing. The only thing I enjoyed that day was I was able to sleep in a quiet place in your guest house. And if I said I didn't enjoy it, and the rest, I visited you more than 3-4 times whenever you invited me. I thank you for that. I thank you for the fact that you spoiled a lot of my decisions as Governors Forum chairman. Because yes, you are radical. You thought you were not as radical as we were. But we've discussed Nigeria in detail, and we thought we should move forward as a country. I asked you this morning, what is going on currently now in Nigerian politics? Could it have happened when we were governor? The answer is no. And you said no. We will confront the government. We will confront the president. You know that. That's how radical we were. That's how our governor's forum was. That's how determined we were to change things. But I don't have to be forgetting that. I wish you the best. I will make my contribution to you privately as two radicals. I shall announce it. No, they will think I have money. God bless.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Now, guys, another thing that is shocking is how that the president and some of his cabinet members are actually traveling all the way to London to go and unveil the president's achievements, guys. And it's somehow because the people at diaspora, like the people in London or America, they will not or never come to Nigeria to come and celebrate their achievements. But we are leaving our country that we lead, the country that we are held responsible for, and we are going to another country to celebrate our achievements. Guys, we are really in a country that is full of comedy and comedians, guys. Well, I just need you to tell me your own opinion on this particular matter, guys.
Take, for instance, I've not seen as many governors also come out to challenge the president on this idea of going to London for a press conference to show the achievements of President Tinubu. The question is it the achievement of hunger and poverty and the killing of our valiant soldiers by this faceless terrorist group is going to show in London? Why do you need to go to London? You have ministerial briefings every time there. Is that not a show of achievement alone?
All right, Rufai, I mean, you have just made the points there. And, you know, it takes me to my next story, which you have just mentioned now. Meanwhile, top government officials, including the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, and Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, are heading to London to unveil the achievements of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration at an international press conference, eliciting a wave of reactions. The event, which is scheduled for Friday, June 27th, will serve as a platform for ministers and agency heads to highlight key accomplishments over the past 2 years.
By the way, guys, a lot of Nigerians, most especially seeking, is still coming out for Nigerians to speak out for themselves, because the new elected INEC people are still going to work for who they want to work for if the youth do not wake up to do what needs to be done, guys. So I'm going to be showing you a couple of youths who are crying out, who are calling out for the youth to be wise and to do what they need to do right now. And that's the person of seeking, of course. I'm going to also be showing you Randall Peter, guys, in this video also, who had something to say about these guys.
We have to fix INEC before we can fix Nigeria. Every problem we are facing in this country, it all started from INEC. Now INEC, they put people where no supposed they there for that seat, for that position, for them to they do this thing where they no supposed to do. So we collectively as Nigerians, or whatever you call yourself, either you call yourself Yoruba Nation, either you call yourself IPOB, either you call yourself Arewao, that one no really matter as we speak. Either you call yourself I'm a Christian, either you call yourself I'm a Muslim, either you call yourself I'm a traditionalist. As we speak, it doesn't really matter. We all have to come together collectively and face INEC. We have to face INEC. We have to face them. We have to fix it. If we cannot fix INEC, we can never fix Nigeria. We need to face them. We need to ask them. We need to question them. We need to let them know that we need a proper reform. Without INEC being fixed, we cannot fix this country. All eyes on the INEC. Everybody focus on the INEC. We need them to be fixed. We need them to be fixed. Bishop Randy Peters, he started this movement and we will not stop until INEC is fixed.
I told you I was going to talk about entertainment also. So guys, Davido actually called the legend Bright Chimeze, who he actually took a line or two from on his new album, and you know, he called this man to pay respect and to show tribute to him. And you know, this was so nice and touching. Even after that he took a line or two from his song, he still called him to appreciate him for being the legend that he is. And you know, this was actually a good thing from Davido, guys, and this actually pointed to him being a very loyal and humble person. I'm also going to be showing you what some other persons had to say about this particular act, guys.
Test hits now that I just did with Omale. I used inspiration from your song English. Okay. Yeah, so I told them to play it for you. Yeah, so it's trending everywhere. The whole world. Yes. So I'm still around. I'm still around for a bit. So I was telling them maybe we'll get you to come to Lagos. We can meet. To be nice.
Okay.
Yes.
That would be wonderful. That would be great.
Oh yeah, now. Okay, sir. God bless you, sir. So make sure you listen to the song tonight.
Definitely, I'll do that.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. God bless you, sir. We are playing your music here like this in my house. That's what I watch.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's
Because of English, yes. That's where I got the inspiration from. So, yes, sir. Okay.
Alright, sir. I'm a buggy, eh?
Okay, so why they keep praying?
Thank you. Davido, you've committed a crime. I dey vex for you. You're my friend, but I must talk this crime where you commit. You know, so I don't feel keep secret. You don't commit crime, Davido. I don't expect this kind of crime where you commit from you. You've committed a crime, and you know who I am. I'm a man of truth. I must say the truth no matter what, Davido. This crime where you commit no make sense, Davido. I don't expect them from you. I been get massive respect for you. But you see this crime where you commit, it dey pepper me, so I must talk am. Make the world hear me. Davido, you dey vex me, you don't commit crime. The crime where you don't commit be say you are too humble. Humility, not the crime where you don't commit. Davido was on the phone to Bright Chimezie, legendary Bright Chimezie, to recognize him, to thank him for inspiring him. When I know that thing where Davido sing for this new song, where he do with Omale, where they trend everywhere, the whole world. If I speak English, whoa whoa. If I speak English, whoa whoa. Now Bright Chimezie wey inspire Davido to talk that thing for that song. If I speak English, whoa whoa. And you know what? Davido called the man to give him his accolades, to appreciate him.
Latest hits now that I just did with Omale. I used your.
But to get artist wey him go be, he no go call that man to appreciate him. He go say no be that old man, wetin they call him for. But Davido bring himself down, call the man, appreciate him, tell him say that you inspire me. That's to show you the kind of person Davido be. Davido na man you be, you're a human being. Anybody wey no like you na animal, Davido. I will never stop loving you, na man you be. Imagine, call the man, tell him thank you for inspiring me. How many artists go fit do this thing? Other artists go just do like say nobody inspired them. They no go even call the person who inspired them to thank them. Davido, you will keep going up, you will never fall. 001, keep rising. Na man you be.
By the way, guys, Victor Osimhen, on the other hand, out there is making Nigeria proud every single time, guys, because as you can see, Victor Osimhen in this particular video has just gotten another milestone, guys.
What a season Victor Osimhen is having. 35 goals in 39 games. He just scored 2 goals tonight to help Galatasaray to win the Turkish Cup. He has won his first trophy with Galatasaray. Osimhen is a baller. He has pace, he has strength, you know, physicality, directness, shot power, good in the air. Like, what else do you need from a striker that Osimhen does not have? What else do you need? Barcelona, begin to look this direction. Oh. That is where our eye. If I say the queue long and the money go long too, whether you go shift your eye now, they go Osimhen side. Because we need a striker. And Osimhen is looking like a striker that will give us things. I'm just imagining him with all those runs that he's making, all those intelligent runs that he makes into the box. Like, he knows how to position himself and make those direct darting runs into the box all the time. And he's so strong. Like, look at the first goal he scored tonight. Look at the way he just jammed that guy. Like, he said, come on, sit down there. You don't chop. You know that they chop fufu. He dey whine me. Come on, sit down there. The guy, you're like that. You don't carry the ball, whine and put inside post. Second goal was a tapping, but come on. You cannot call top 5 strikers in the world right now and not call Victor Osimhen as one of the top 5. You cannot call top 5 strikers in the world without including the name Victor Osimhen. If you do it, you are biased. I'm gonna leave. Victor Osimhen, Baba me, I beg. If you go fit reduce that your salary small, I'll fit talk to Joan Laporta. We'll see how we go take do the deal. You know, say back I will not to get bread like that. And we are trying to reduce our salary scale. I asked a salary pursue Chelsea. If you feel reduce your salary small, just bring them down to like 200k a week or like 150k. Just do them for your Niger brother. I will personally speak to Joan Laporta, tell her 1 or 2 things. They'll carry you come back. You go enjoy ball. Trust me, Victor. See, make I tell you, we have Lamine Yamal. You go chop assist tire. Lamine Yamal gonna feed you. Rafinha gonna feed you. Pedri gonna feed you. Like people gonna feed you goals, then plenty. Just bring down your salary small. I promise you, you'll be in Barcelona by next week. Nice one. And the league title is coming up, very soon. I think that.
Like I told you guys, Peter Randall is out again. The first time he called celebrities, the second time he called pastors. Now he's talking to traditional leaders, and this is him messaging or speaking directly to the Sultan of Sokoto, because he's all about the betterment of the youth, guys, and he needs the elders to speak on this matter also. So he's calling out the Sultan of Sokoto to say something concerning what is happening currently and also concerning his petition, guys.
The Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Sultan Muhammad Saad Abubakar III, CFR, I greet you, Sultan, sir. Your Eminence, sir, there is problem. Sultan, sir, the Nigerian youths, your children, need your urgent attention. And our dear Sultan, we are not only calling upon you because you are a traditional leader, but because you are a very senior spiritual leader in Nigeria. In fact, you are the leader of the Nigerian Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs and the leader of the Jamaatul Nasir Islam. Our dear Sultan, sir, Nigerian youths are in crisis. We need an enabling environment for all of us to thrive and live up to our God-given potentials. Our dear Sultan, sir, we cannot afford that our fathers like yourself should be quiet in the face of injustice, insecurity, hunger and starvation, and all of the problems that are facing and bedeviling your children, sir. We are not only calling upon you as the only Islamic cleric, but also every other Islamic leader in Nigeria. But because you are the father of fathers, we will begin with you and mention some other Islamic leaders in the country. Our dear Sultan, sir, it is the Holy Quran that says, in I think 4 verse 135, he said, believers uphold justice, that we should be bearers of truth, whether it is against us or your parents or your kinsmen, whether it is against the rich or the poor, because Allah is more interested in their welfare than we can ever be. Our dear Sultan, sir, what kind of injustice creates the kind of hunger and poverty that is going on in Nigeria, and are we truly upholding justice as Islamic and religious leaders? What kind of justice and leadership brings about the kind of insecurity that have plagued the whole of the country? The north where you are, out since 1960, out of the about 16 presidencies or leaderships we have had, about 10 of them have come from the north. If you remove the former General Yakubu Gowon, who was the only northern Christian, the rest have been northern Muslims. Our dear Sultan, how has it translated to the development of the persons and the betterment of the lives of the northerners? How can we sit down and watch an entire region become the headquarters of insecurity, with all manner of groups, all forms of poverty, people living in multi-dimensional poverty, people living without access to drinking water in 2025? Out of the more than 20 million out of school children, the North alone accounts for more than 12 million of that number. Our dear Sultan, sir, are these statistics okay? Is this the kind of justice that we need in this country, that the Holy Quran and Allah has instructed all of us to uphold? That is why we are coming to you, our dear Sultan. We are begging and pleading. The Nigerian youths have gone to drop a petition because we have identified that we need to fix our elections for us to be able to pick competent leaders who have the interest of this nation at heart. We have dropped one petition with the Senate President, one with the Honorable Speaker. We gave them 30 days countdown, which will end by 6th of June. Our dear Sultan, we do not need you to come out to join any protest. We only need you to lend your voice of support. We have placards. that carry the inscription, "We support free and fair election in Nigeria." Our dear Sultan, I am on my knees begging you, sir. Just hold one of the placards and say you support free and fair election. Let the world and the leadership of Nigeria know that you truly stand for justice as a religious leader and as a father in this country. Our dear Sultan, please help us and hear our voice. Any Islamic leader you know, please tag them. Pardon my pronunciation for anyone that I may get wrongly. Every sect, every Islamic sect, whether Sunni Islam, Shia Islam, Sufism, Ahmadiyya, Nasfat, Ansaruddin, the Emir of Kanu, Your Royal Majesty Sanusi Lamido, Sheikh Dahiru Usman Bauchi, Sheikh Ibrahim Ibn Saleh Al Husseini, Sheikh Ahmed Abubakar Gumi, Kabiru Gombe, Sheikh Aminu Ibrahim Daurawa, Sheikh Isaac Pantami, former Minister for Communication, Alhaji Muhyiddin Babawa Ajani Bello, Alhaji Abdullah Kimbode Gbadegeshi, Sheikh Muhyiddin Salmo Hussein, the Chief Imam of Ofa, Sheikh Rufai Abdullah Isalati, Sheikh Adepoju Yusuf Olatunde, Honorable Dr. Abdullasib Abdul Hakim, Sheikh Dr. Sulaiman Farouk Oniki Jikpa, Sheikh Dawood Abdul Majid Alfanla, Dr. Abdul Razak Abdul Majid Alaro, Sheikh Mohammed Rabiu Adebayo, Sheikh Professor Ibrahim Makari Said, the Chief Imam of Abuja, Professor Lakin Akintola, Professor Ishaq Oloede, the Registrar for JAMB and Secretary General of the Nigerian Council for Islamic Affairs, Sheikh Imam Abdurrahman Ahmad Olarewaju, Sheikh Dr. Nasir Kabara, Sheikh Mohammed Tar Bauchi, Honorable Justice Adam Abdullah Al Ilori OON. I beg you in the name of God, every Islamic leader that you know, for those of you who are Muslims, Baba Awa, you people should help us. Stand up for the truth. That is what Islam is about. You say it is a religion of truth and justice and peace. We must move from just mere words to action. Are you in support of fake and rigged election? Rigged election is stealing and is injustice, and the Holy Quran rejects and forbids it. Why should our leaders keep quiet when that kind of injustice is taking place? Please join us and call for the reform of INEC and electoral reform. My name is Peter for Nigeria. Salam alaikum.
Alright, so guys, you remember a video that trended some weeks ago about Miss Rotimi Tinubu at Agbo, guys? You remember the girl that was actually held responsible for that particular video? It said that this girl actually is a final year student, yeah? And now, since that time till now, this girl has been writing exam and she has been failing consistently, guys, on and over and over and over and over again, guys. You think this has something to do with that particular video, guys? Well, I just need you to say what you think about it in this video, because I don't know, I don't know what to think about this particular act, because then she was sanctioned and the youth actually came out to lend the voice and they let her go. But now this person is a final year student, so obviously this person was doing well to have gotten to final year. But now you cannot tell me that all of a sudden she just starts failing over and over and over again, guys. Something has gone wrong, guys. So I need you to share your honest opinion about this, guys.
I'm the Honorable Comrade. I just want to bring to the notice of the public something that has happened, and majority of Nigerians are already aware of what has happened. Well, a recap. Do you remember student nurse Sokoto? Yes, she is the student nurse that got queried for this particular video. Most people don't know this. She is a final year student of that school with just few weeks to write her final exams. Now they are waiting their exams. Guess what? She didn't pass. Allegedly, a total of 145 students sat for that final exams, and the 110 passed the final exams. About 35 of them failed the exam. Now I'm beginning to think, is Nigeria happening to her? Although I don't expect everybody to pass an exam anyway, as I'm a educationist myself. Moving forward, a receipt of the exam will be done in November later this year. I just hope they will be able to pass this time. But meanwhile, Delta State College of Nursing Science, Akpo, Nigerians are watching. Yes, Nigerians are watching.
Do you all remember the Delta State nursing student girl that posted the video that went viral? Now our mama be this, so now your mama be this, so remember they punished her. They tried to make her withdraw, but because everybody shout, They left her, but this time around they failed her. Yes, they have failed her, and this is a deliberate action. There's nothing they can tell us. Delta State Nursing School, Agbo, they call her. No call her where they intentionally failed her because of that viral video. They failed her intentionally. I repeat, they failed her intentionally. You people must install our results. Yes, you must install our results. Justice for her. Una one they do APC. Tinubu, yeah, Tinubu, Kemi Tinubu, anybody Tinubu, anybody no concern us, no be anybody papa. They know they are Peking. Tinubu know in Peking. Shey Tinubu know in Peking. And I know they do nonsense. Return our results. We dey for una neck. We dey outside.
By the way, our Nigerians are still crazy people when it comes to the aspect of invention, guys. As you can see in this particular video, this is a Nigerian that's just figured out or invented a homemade local machine gun, guys. And if this gets to the right authorities and the right eyes gets to see these guys, this is going to be a good invention for Nigerians. And it's going to be beneficial to us, guys. By the way, Messi Johnson is still called out, guys. People are still calling her. People are still asking questions. People wants to know what is going on, guys. People are curious, right? So Messi Johnson actually needs to come out and address the crowd, guys.
Messi Johnson, Iyami, I come across your video just now, and the screenshots now you see for my screen. So my people, more gonna know verse say the screenshots now for. I won't take the screenshot. Just take describe what Messi Johnson do. Messi Johnson take cup where he don't break. He come put them side by side together. Make the cup fit be one. Messi Johnson come sellotape the cup by the side. He come pour tea inside. At the end of the day, the cup no hold the tea. Messi Johnson can't do like this. Messi Johnson, what is going on, my sister? Messi Johnson, what is going on? Messi Johnson. Kilo shele. Messi Johnson, that's the way you do, I know him. What is going on, Messi Johnson? Ìyá mi Ọlọ́run mà ní tẹ́ lámú. Messi Johnson, what is going on? Tell us, are you okay? Are you fine? Are you sick? Because this thing where you do, it don't happen to me once. And I know I'm all. This thing where you do the game is over. Messi Johnson, what is the game is over? Messi Johnson, what is the game is over? I understand what you did though. This thing happened to me for my husband's side. The man will be say I first married for my life. He wants
man proposes, God disposes, guys. And there's been a lot of talk about that particular message, guys, and these guys were actually talking about it and they were analyzing it, and this was what they had to say about it. This JAMB thing was really a serious thing that a girl had to buy herself because of this very matter. So guys, it is not as small as we think it is. It's a very huge thing, guys. I'm going to be showing you this video of what these guys had to say about it, guys.
You can't be the handler of such a body. And this is the response that you give to Nigerians. Man proposes, God disposes. It's a terrible way.
It's a slap on the face of millions of Nigerians.
Yes. Bear in mind that this particular exam had lots of criticism. Unfortunately, reports reaching us is that a 19-year-old girl, Faith Timlane, died as a result of this. There were parents who remember the ordeal of them leaving their houses early to be able to get to the centers. So first of all, it was even very complicated enough for them to write the exams. There were criticisms surrounding that one, and now the results have been released. We need to leave God alone out of certain things. God had nothing to do with the failure here. God had nothing to do with system and structure that failed, because people did not do their due diligence. People didn't do the work they were supposed to do, and people need to be taking, to take responsibility for this failure, for the loss that we're experiencing.
And why was JAMB being so defensive the first time? Only for you to come and write, "Oh, God proposes, man disposes."
I think it's typically our Nigerian style, because I don't think that they
saw the blowback.
Yes, I don't think they thought it would become this big of an issue. I don't think they realized how big it would blow into the situation. But because of the consistent push, they now finally had to respond. And I must really give kudos to Alex Onyia, the CEO of Educare, because he was on top of it. He was raising awareness. He was recruiting parents, you know, collecting and collating evidence from students as well. So kudos to Alex Onyia. I don't think we're out of it yet.
Exactly. Let them do the remedial test, which I understand the date clashes with chemistry. The chemistry practicals for WAEC. So I wonder what they'll do about that again. But kudos to all of the people that raise awareness on this issue, and also to Professor Ishak Oloyede for, admitting it's very rare that you see the head of a government agency in Nigeria own up and take responsibility when things go wrong. So
but then the question now is that good enough, right? Because unfortunately, when there are actions, there have to be repercussions.
Consequences.
There have to be consequences. Thank you very much for that. People have died, or someone has died as a result of this. Right? There are people who have been depressed. Some children have been been thrown into depression because of this JAMB result. You will see parents saying that kids have not been
at this table.
Right. So the question is, do we have consequences? I feel like, again, because we're a nation that lacks, I don't want to use those exact words, but impunity is really one of our challenges.
Yes, and there are no consequences for bad behavior. So we see this. Most people will say, oh, he's done enough. He even cried on national TV. But in other crimes, you don't even need to tell him. People have handed in their resignation for lesser offenses or for lesser things that happened. Or the authorities will take matters into their hand. I relieve him of his appointment that this is gross negligence. You should have done a troubleshoot of and tested the systems. You should have fixed the glitches. Exactly. I want to guarantee that when they take this remedial examination, that there won't be glitches.
And what is even the guarantee that it only affected these 380,000
exactly.
people?
The number could be more out of 1.5 million.
Because what we have seen is inconsistent statements from them. So it's almost like you can't trust what they're saying and confirm that
they need to do something about the handler.
No, they need to let go of that handler. They need to let go of that handler.
Doesn't have any public relations.
He may have better skills in the IT department or some other department at JAMB HQ, but certainly not on social media.
And still on the JAMB stuff, guys, Eniola had something to say about it, guys. We do not want this thing to become a normal and it continue going on and on and like that. And before you know it, the JAMB sector will be destroyed permanently, guys. So this is what he had to say about it, guys. So if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to like and to subscribe. And also do not forget to drop your comments in the comment section below.
I do not like to talk about the issues in our country a lot because I've come to realize that the more you talk about it, the more your brain cannot process it. Especially in a society where abnormalities have become the new normal. But when it comes to education, I speak up, and I think everybody should as well. Because education is the bedrock of every society. We have spoken earlier about how improper it is for young adults and teenagers to sit for a 6:30 a.m. examination. Now, there is a mass outrage of people saying, this same examination, we've all failed it. And the examination body says it's because of technical issues. Let me put this into context for you. This exam is written once in a year. That means that throughout the year, the examination body is preparing for this same examination. Not only that, the budget for this examination is 18 billion naira. That's about $11 million. There is absolutely no software that this examination body needs that they cannot afford. 2, this examination is a computer-based examination and is all objectives, meaning that you should be able to click the submit button and your scores will come out immediately. It should be able to show you your mark sheet. It should be able to say that the correct answer for this question is option A, but you clicked option C and this is why you've missed this question. But none of this happened for an examination that sits only once a year. So you're telling me that if people didn't make TikTok videos, 1.1 million students would have been out of university this year, all of their dreams put on hold because someone somewhere decided not to do their work. And then we complain that the rate of crime is increasing in the country. Yes, because people who are supposed to be in school are at home idle. This is not a technical issue. It's a choice. A choice that some people somewhere decided not to put in any extra care or effort into doing their work. And then the head of the organization comes on TV and is crying and people start clapping behind. And you ask them, why are they clapping? And they say, oh, at least this organization showed emotion, unlike other organizations. An abnormality made normal. Not only that, the Twitter handle of this organization comes out and tweets, man proposes, but God disposes. Come on. an abnormality made normal. Now, these students have been asked to come and rewrite this examination in the middle of another compulsory examination that they are writing. Again, putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made. Why the rush for an examination that expires after 1 year? For an examination that even if you pass it and you do not enter the university that year, regardless, you have to come back and write it again. For an examination that people have written almost 7 times. For an examination that people have committed suicide because they did not pass. Why are you putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made? All anyone is asking for is proper care and attention to your work that determines the life and future of children trying to get into the university. That is all. Go back to the drawing board and properly plan the examination. Dot the I's and cross the T's, ensuring that the systems that you've put in place work and not crying on TV. Thank you.
Guys, you all should go and start reprinting. I just got mine. Go and reprint your slip. Whether you were affected or not, go and reprint. Whether you score above 200, below 200, go and reprint. You might have exam tomorrow. Do not wait for any email. Don't wait for any email. Just go and reprint so you will know when you'll be writing your examination. Go and reprint. I just got mine. Do not wait for any email. Time is going. You might have exam tomorrow. Go and reprint. Please forward this message to others. Please.
The JAMB glitch affected a lot of people in the southeast and Lagos, and it did not affect every other places. That is a very questionable act. Yes, that looks like a deliberate action. Remove sentiment, remove emotions. There's something wrong. There's something they are hiding. There's something you are not telling us. How come it is affecting a lot of people in the southeast and Lagos, and it's not affecting every other people? What kind of glitch is that? That is not a glitch. That is a human being error. That is a deliberate action. Order from above. Yes, you cannot tell me computer glitch is there and the computer don't look like just, oh yeah, now southeast people I want to follow talk, oh, no only Lagos I want to make it the glitch accept. If the glitch can affect a lot of people in the southeast and Lagos, it should be able to affect everybody. If truly saying a glitch, if truly saying a computer error, this is not computer error. Now human being error, and it is deliberate. I don't care.